guys? Welcome back to Lioness Say So. I'm your host, Saronka the Lioness, and this is my life after grief, life after recovery, life after grief episode. Now, guys, I know a lot of you people have been wondering, hey, Saronka, we've been seeing you working, you're doing your talk show thing, you're doing music, you're traveling. I mean, Saronka, what's up? How's life going? How are you mentally, emotionally? I mean, how are you doing? So I don't really like talking about that a lot because I like to give myself time to process things and to make sure that I'm okay before I come out here and blah blah blah, as usual, yeah. So guys, it's been 4 years, and this is September now. It has been 4 years since my beloved passed away, and to be honest, it has been quite a journey. It has been very difficult. For those guys who have seen my previous episodes, it has been quite difficult. I did 3 episodes just on the journey, but I never talked about my recovery because that time I don't think I had recovered, or maybe I thought I had, but these things take time. Now, it took me roughly maybe around 3.5 years to recover mentally, emotionally, and honestly, I can say I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to my family, my friends, everybody who has stood by me this whole time, because this was something that I did not process it very well. I don't know how you process grief. Whether you've lost your husband, whether you've lost your child, your parents, or somebody you love, or even a pet. By the way, people do grieve over pets. By the way. So guys, the first thing is, okay, for me to realize that I had recovered from grief, the first thing is I stopped thinking about him, like less and less and less. And I could go a day without thinking about him. I could go 2 days without thinking about him. I would see his pictures and they're not affecting me. I would see his like just smalls. I would go to places where we used to go together and it never really affected me. Like I felt like, okay, fine, now I'm comfortable. Because funny thing, I was avoiding to go to places where me and him used to go when we were together while he was alive. And another thing that I realized that I had healed is because I stopped crying. I cried less and less and less every single day. I started to see my life in a whole new light. Because when you've pictured your life being with somebody for a long time, you'll see this person for a long time, and they suddenly just get cut off of your life forever. You feel like there are things that yeah, so things can be quite weird at that point. Yeah. So guys, of course, every single journey and I'm talking to somebody right now who maybe is on the journey to recovery, or somebody who has recovered from grief. There's one mistake I don't want you to make. The moment, the time that it comes to almost their anniversary or their birthday or a significant day that reminds you of this person, don't be alone. Don't be alone, because I've noticed that there are triggers whenever that it's almost your deceased loved one's birthday or the day that the anniversary of their death. There's a trigger that comes that completely makes you switch off kabisa. Like you become completely, it's like I think it's PTSD, or the past trauma in your brain, and your brain sort of like starts remembering. Because for me, I can say September is a trigger for me. I mean, it was a trigger for me. Like, okay, I noticed maybe this year, this is 2022, that I'm very much stronger, but I'm a bit withdrawn from people. But that doesn't mean that I haven't recovered. It just means that I'm just processing it. And another thing is, guys, I want to tell you about my recovery. Is like I came to appreciate my life more, because I had stopped valuing my life, because I was saying, oh my God, I'm gonna go crazy, I'm gonna be alone forever, I'm never gonna love again, I'm never gonna fall in love, what, all these crazy thoughts going through my head. But I've met people in my life who have shown me that there is possibility to fall in love. Now guys, let me talk about now widows, like people like who have gone through what I've gone through. There are emotional boundaries, walls you put around your heart, especially when you're trying to heal. Meaning that you've been through so much pain that literally you don't want anything else to go inside your heart. Yes, you have love for your family, your siblings, your work, your friends, but there's just that emotional, that gap, that hole that your beloved one left that needs to be filled, but you've completely built walls around it. Trust me, my walls are high, but they're really, really high, And every time somebody comes to try to break them down, you won't let them, because you are afraid, you are traumatized that somebody might come and you would experience the same hurt that you experienced when your deceased loved one died. Now guys, I just want to tell you one thing. If you are going through that, I want you to let in people slowly by slowly. I should even like try and do that, like let in people slowly by slowly. I'm not saying bring somebody in your heart, in your life, and fall in love and boom and whatever. That is not gonna happen. And if you give yourself enough time and you have enough patience with yourself, because you have to have enough patience with yourself, of course you get attached to these people. Now, I know me personally, I can tell you, after I've recovered, I had emotional boundary, I had emotional detachment. I was so emotionally unavailable. Yes, I'm excited about a guy, but yeah, that's about it. And there's that thing of, okay, it's not that I'm incapable of love, but that love has to be earned. That's why I always put it out there. When you're hitting on somebody, or when you want to date somebody who has lost their beloved one, do not rush them into anything. Please do not rush them into anything. Make sure this person that you are dating, you take them with patience. There are a lot of people out there who, yes, just because we have been left by our loved one doesn't mean that we're less attractive or we are less sexually whatever. We are. But there's just that void that needs to be filled inside our hearts, that somebody needs to, like, I don't know what kind of magic pill we're supposed to take, but somebody who wants to break through the walls and get through that boundary, you really have to work extra hard more than other people. Try to. And most of the time that a lot of people just like, a lot of people are encouraging me to date. A lot of people are telling me, say, Ronka, you will do this. But it's not that I don't want to date. Okay? It's not that I'm not going out on dates. It's not that I'm not seeing people. Man, I've tried relationships. Let's not even go there. Let's not go there, But let me tell you guys, I've discovered one thing, is that how do I put this? Replacing that person that was so dear to you is one of the hardest things ever. And a lot of people here would think, man, she's not, opening herself. Of course, you open yourself up to opportunities. But is this person willing to go the extra mile to win you? You can't just come casually and just tell me, yo, what's up? Let's date. What? You will date yourself. Or we will have a fling and that is it. That is it. And life after grief, man, life after grief is not also as simple as people think, because we have to pick up the pieces. Financially, emotionally, you have to detach from the people you once knew because of this person you loved that passed away. I've had to detach, I have to cut ties, so that I can set myself free in order to open myself up to other people. That it is what it is, by the way. There's small things that you can keep exposing yourself to the past people you knew. I'm not telling you to completely shut off people, but these people that who remind you of this person, they are triggers, and I'm talking to widows, they are triggers. Maybe you lost your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Let me tell you, if you want to have a good journey of recovery, you need to cut ties. Because at the end of the day, it's a new fresh start for you. You need to start looking for a new fresh start for you. I'm talking about, if people might think that it's sort of like I'm telling you to give up on people who know you, but at the end of the day, if these people are triggers for you, you better put them behind you. Because that's one thing. I don't talk to his friends. I do not talk to his family. I do not talk to anybody that reminds me of him. I know it sounds like I'm selfish, but at the end of the day, I have to worry about my own heart. Now, guys, I want to also approach now for other people who might be going through recovery, but they have lost other different people in their lives. Let me tell you one thing. It's okay. It's okay to feel vulnerable sometimes. It's okay not to feel strong, because I know at the end of the day, everybody wants you to be strong. Everybody's telling you, be strong. We believe in you. You got this. But if you feel like, man, there are days that you don't want to feed and you don't want anything, you don't want anyone near you, you just want to You just want to recover, because you're past grief. You just want to recover, because this is a journey. It's a slow process. Recovery does not come like this. It's not like if you cut yourself right now and you put a bandage on it, in the morning you still find the wound, and afterwards there's a scar. Remember, guys, give yourself time to recover. Give yourself time to embrace the new feeling of, yes, my life will move on without this person. My life is okay even if this person is not there, because I am okay right now without Freddie. I am okay. I am fine. I miss him. Yes, that will never stop ever, but I am okay. And honestly, I want you to be okay. I want you to be okay. And that's why I want you to take this process. I want you, and guys who fight the feeling of grief, the feeling of pain in their heart, I want you to stop today. Today, I want you to rip out that bandage. It's better off if you feel the pain, because I was running away from the pain. From my previous episodes, I told you guys I drank myself to numb the pain. But the moment I ripped out that bandage and I said, you know what, let me feel what I'm supposed to be feeling, because this is to happen. There is no jumping grief. Actually, you say, oh, you know what, I'm fine. You're not fine, because one day it will come boom and hit you in the head, and you'll be like, what? I should have gone through this. Yeah. It is a process. Recovery, all the 7 steps, or is it 5 steps of grief? It is a process, and you have to embrace it. That's why you see a lot of people, they break down, they take stuff, man. You need to let it happen. And guys, if you're out there and you know somebody who's going through this, kindly share this video with them so that they can understand that even if you're on the journey to recovery, like I said, the first thing, you need to get rid of all the triggers in your life. Like in the other video, I said that, my previous videos, I said that, guys, get rid of the clothes, get rid of everything that reminds you of that person, and you will see then that's the time now you will start now to accept when you know this person is not going to open that door, when you know this person is not going to come home again. You're never going to meet them for lunch. You're never going to call them and they're going to pick up your phone. That is when you start accepting that this is what it is. And now from there, it's a hard process, but trust me. And now another thing I want to talk about is, after now you've already recovered, another thing is to, don't force yourself to forget. Don't force yourself to forget. That thing, it just wears off on its own. It just wears off. Nothing is forced. Don't force anything, because trust me, if you've anything forced, it's never gonna come smoothly. So guys, let me just say that I'm happier. I'm more focused. I'm healthier, as you can see. And another thing is, I there's just something small I just have to touch on, like people who remind you of the person you love, befriending them, dating them, or they look like them, or they act like them, they have a little bit of similar. Wrong. Let me tell you, that is not your beloved one. That is not them. They might look like, or act like, or somehow remind you of them, but let me tell you, they are not them. So you need to avoid that. You need to avoid such people, because you might run towards somebody and then you're like, oh, I like this person. But guys, wrong move. Guys, I'll be back again with my recovery story part 2. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Share with somebody who is grieving. Share with somebody that you love. Make sure, guys, you hold the person that is going through something. Make sure you stand by them, man, and don't give up on people who are grieving, because they need you more than ever. And don't give up on people who are in recovery. They need you. Guys, I love you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry I have made it a bit short, because it's supposed to come in different parts, because I have different places to touch on. Guys, I love you so much. Make sure you follow me on all social media handles and contact me at Sironka Lioness. And make sure you go to Instagram and check out the talk show page. It is Lioness Empire Studios. Thank you, guys. God bless you, and enjoy your September. Bye.